So, I haven't posted in over a month when I was posting very regularly. And the reason why is because of the events that took place on May 25th, 2020. And I know that I'm not a big YouTube channel and I don't necessarily have to give you guys an excuse or an explanation as to why I didn't post, but this YouTube channel is supposed to be an extension of me. So, and also a documentation of my life. So, I wanted to take the time to address everything that I was going through before I just start posting regularly. So, for those of you who are not aware, or the people who are watching in the distant future, May 25th was the day that George Floyd was senselessly killed. And the world has not been the same ever since. Um, I was still technically posting during it, but it was because I made a goal for myself to post at least one video every single week for May, for Haitian Heritage Month. And I did do that. And so while I was editing like the last video that I was going to post, this is when everything was happening. And so I did post that, and I was kind of using my YouTube videos, editing that video as a distraction so I didn't have to feel. But once I finished posting that, I definitely felt everything at once. And I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't my best mentally, because it's one thing to know that I'm living in a world with racial bias and how there's certain things that I can't do because I am black, or certain things that I do in fear because of my skin color. But it's another thing to be reminded of it and to see it consistently every single day. I mean, like, we're raised in a generation where this is pretty much all we've known. I mean, I was 12 when Trayvon Martin happened, and now I'm 21 when George Floyd happened. And I just keep seeing this over and over again and not seeing any change. So it really was, it was not a very happy moment for me. June was very rough for me. And so, yeah, like I took over a month long break from my channel because I wasn't going to turn on a camera and smile and pretend that everything is fine when everything's not fine. So I couldn't just like fake it just to post something just to say that I posted every single day for a few months. Like, I couldn't do that to myself, and I couldn't just like post videos that honestly at that moment were meaningless, because that was the moment to talk, and it still is a moment to talk about all of the injustices that have happened to us Black people in the past, and what's still happening, and how it has brought us to this moment, and what we need to do now for change. And not just, when I say we, not just us people of color, but everyone, because racism is not just a Black people thing. You can't tell Black people to stop racism when the racism is being done to us. So yeah, and it has also opened up communication a lot. So, like, obviously the events that have happened are horrible, and the events that have happened after that have been horrible too, with people being injured and tear gassed and rubber bulleted. But like, it has also opened up conversations about not just blatant racism, but it has made us talk more about microaggressions and colorism and respectability policy and all that type of stuff. And it has given us time, and these events on top of quarantine has made us think about what are the things in my life that I thought were okay that weren't okay. Like, even as simple as talking to my white friends and saying like, hey, I haven't talked to you about my experience because I was always taught that racial biases or racism is just something that you don't talk about because it makes people feel uncomfortable. But it's like, if you are my friend, then you should know what my struggles are. And so I've had those conversations with my white friends and open their eyes to, like, this isn't just something that so and so who's on the other side of the earth is dealing with. This is something that, like, me, someone that you know deals with on a daily basis. Or even like evaluating how pop culture has changed, how I was never represented in movies as a kid, and now that I look at movies now, there's so much more representation. Or like even about commercials, how commercials were never geared towards me as a dark skinned woman, and now that they're starting to. And it's beautiful to see, but also we need to, it took a really long time to get to this point and we're still not 100%. So yeah, um I took a over a month long break from this channel, and I'm sorry that I wasn't entertaining anyone, but I'm not going to be sorry for my struggle as a Black person. This is my truth, this is my life that I have to deal with on a daily basis. And like, if I needed to take 2 months, 3 months to reflect and to be whole in myself and not feel so sad every single day, then that's okay. Because during that month, I was literally crying every single morning and every single night, because that's the only thing that I could feel. Like, I was just feeling sad, and I wasn't going to fake happiness on camera just to be consistent. So that is why I took a long break. Yeah. So, for those of you who do not know, hi, I am Polly. I am a dark-skinned Black girl in America, and even though it seems that society just wants to break people like me down every single chance that they get, we will not stay down. And we have never stayed down before in the past, and we will continue to rise. Bye.